and home of the Chicago Sting and DePaul University, this is the U.S. Hot Rod Association Battle of the Monster Trucks and Mud Bog Drag Racing Spectacular. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Huffman, along with Margo King. The Monster Trucks are here, along with two of the killer tanks. A new one, Gator, and the Virginia Beast. These are 18-ton World War II Army tanks with truck bodies welded on. But we talk about the Mud Bog machinery, Margo. We're seeing some real sophistication. A 2,000-horsepower Corvette that's awesome through the mud, that's having some handling problems, and a lot more.
The level of fabrication that we're seeing come to the sport is exciting. We've got frames designed on computers, inventions that these drivers have placed on their motors for horsepower that are really working. It's great. It's impressive.
Through the mud in 1.5 to 2 seconds, that's what you'll see tonight. So stand by for all the action. We'll be right back to the Rosemont Horizon. Horizon for the U.S. Hot Rod Association. Battle of the Monster Trucks and Mud Bog Drag Racing Spectacular. Showtime, the first monster truck coming up out of Michigan. Detroit, Michigan, Brian Schell, the driver. He is 28 years old. This is a 1979 Ford Bronco. And Margo, they make one revolution and go over the cars.
He is a Ford man to the bone. His biggest drawback tonight, that motor is brand spanking new. Blew up his engine 3 weeks ago, and this one is still super tight. He's going to baby it. He told me that earlier.
Over 300 pieces of chrome, more chrome than Sammy Davis Jr.'s driveway. Here we go. Showtime. Brian Schell out of Detroit. He's got to make a left-hander. The rear wheel steering also over a little segment of dirt, and here he comes up in the car. And gets him slowly, crawls up over the first 2, 3, and comes down very slowly on the other side. A slow run of those cars, Margo.
Well, when you compare this to the runs we'll see a little bit later on, you'll see that he's taking care of that motor. It's called longevity.
He makes it through the checkered flag. And that's it for Showtime. We'll get a clocking on him, the Detroit, Michigan Ford man. Let's take a look back at it now. Here's the first car. It slows him way down, Margo. Comes up, drops the second one, collapses the rub. The first machines have a disadvantage. The door opens, the door goes right, bent over. The first cars, monster trucks, have a disadvantage because the machines, the cars have not been flattened. The time for Showtime, Margo? 31:15 for Showtime. Relatively slow, I think we'll find. And we go now to Kodiak out of Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And I think that's the right pronunciation. This is a 1987 GMC Sierra Classic, a Chevy, with a big 496 cubic inch Chevy engine.
At 24 years old, Mark got involved in the sport right out of high school. And this is what he does for a living. Although he says he did work a real job when he was trying to make money to build that truck.
He's on the road 38 weeks out of the year. Kodiak out of Wisconsin. Here he goes. Mark Bendler, the driver. And he gets off the line, spewing up chunks of mud. Spins around the beginning of that mud bog. The starting line. Here comes up the cars. Comes up, gets the front. Look, and he's over on the side. And stops momentarily. And then goes over all the cars. And now he's got to make him time. He's going down the middle. The rear wheel steering, you get a good shot at it there. Comes back around, puts the pedal to the metal, and flies through. Kodiak out of Wisconsin. 1987 GMC Sierra Classic. Mako, the paint job. Beautiful silver and blue paint job. And the clocking. As we look back at it as he comes up on the cars. Now watch him veer way over to the left in just a second, and almost going over. Look at that, Margo King.
Rubbing up against that dirt. Maybe the mud bog helped him keep in line a little bit. Had to have been a little scary at that point.
I'm telling you, when you're up that high, 15 feet in the air, the time, 26:38 for Kodiak. 5 seconds faster than Showtime.
Must have made up some time on that turn because the rest of the track he took in style.
Yep, but now the cars are flat. Let's see now as we go to the third vehicle of the night, the monster trucks. This is the Krimson Krusher, and they've had some problems, Margo, getting here.
4 weeks ago, he flipped end over end. Because 4 weeks ago, that was a 1979 body on that truck. Today, it's a 1988 fleet-side Ford long bed.
It's running a 460 cubic inch Ford engine, C6 automatic transmission. It's almost a little over 11.5 feet high. 16,000 pounds. The Krimson Krusher. Dale and Brenda Hancock of Evansville, Indiana. Dale is the driver.
He's real proud of the fact he's the only vehicle on the circuit that runs airbag suspension as opposed to the leaf springs. And take a look at that tire situation.
4 of 8 tires, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, all the way around. It's a dually of front, rear, the tires. Here he comes around. The Krimson Krusher sets up for the car. And he gets airborne and slams down, almost goes into the mud. Almost drops over that mud bomb. He comes up the turn a little bit faster earlier than Kodiak. Heading out for the finish line. He said he used to be a mud blogger, but he got tired of washing the mud off. He almost found himself in the mud right there. Krimson Krusher gets through. Looks like a pretty good run to us. Let's take a look back at it now. The clocking as he comes up to the first car, and I'll watch him again. He veers off to the left. Holy Toledo! Straight up and down and slams down and almost finds himself on his head in the mud. And the clocking for the Krimson Krusher, 23:28, as the times drop here at the Rosemont horizon. This is the Virginia Beach Beast. It is the first original full-wheel drive monster truck tank. And that's Mike KATZ there in the driver's seat. He is setting up the treads right now. Take a look at the hands. It is it's a 1942 M4 military tank, 18-ton originally. It weighs now about 11.5 tons because they've welded on a 1977 Chevy Blazer body. This is a machine you had a chance to ride in, Margo.
Now, and it was exciting too. We've all got to be envious of a guy that can make a living doing something that he loves and is so much fun. Gave up a job for the state of Virginia to go make a living driving this awesome tank truck.
Here we go. World War II tank with a Chevy Blazer body on it. He spins around and heads to the car. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to blow you away. Holy Toledo. He flashes us. He don't waste no time. He flies around the left-hander, and with the stars and stripes screaming in the background, flashes across the finish line. That tank will do 60 miles an hour on the highway. And the crowd loves it here at the Rosemont horizon, just outside Chicago. They love it. Here it is again. Let's take a look at it now. He is making mincemeat out of those cars. Look at him, flatten them down. And the clocking for the Virginia Beach Beast, 20.38 seconds. He beat by almost 3 seconds the Krimson Krusher. This is the Lone Eagle out of Millington, Michigan. PEZO, the driver and owner. It is a 1984 Chevy with a 468 cubic inch Chevy engine in it.
Alan's only 19 years old. He told us earlier that he majored in monster trucks in high school. He had a little trouble with his spark plugs earlier. Maybe he's got his truck running better now.
The Lone Eagle comes up and around and heads for the cars. Now remember, they've been flattened by the tanks by the other monster trucks. It should be easier for him. He gets all 4 wheels in the air, however. Drops over to the left and makes his way through. I think he might have a good run. Whoa, mama! The ground shakes here. About a 6 on the Richter scale. As Alan flashes across that finish line.
When we asked him how much his truck was worth, he said, Fort Knox.
Here it is, a look in slow motion. Comes up on it. Watch him get all the way up in the air. Straight up and down. All 4 wheels off the ground at once. You don't see that very often. But not a real fast clocking, according to our statistician, Cindy, 25.37 seconds. We'll be right back for more exciting mud bog and monster truck madness in just a moment.